never use brushes for cream products. I thought only that was for famous people, but I'm not famous and I'm doing it. Also, I don't know if hello and welcome back to the universe. Recently I hit 400 subscribers. So I feel a bit nervous. I don't know why. It's just whatever. I don't know what's going on. Today I wanted to just do a more natural leaning glowy makeup using the Rare Beauty products again, mostly just because the first time was like more of a first impressions, and I feel like I got a much better feel to how to use the products, because in my last video, as you saw with my blush, was not working. Oh, butt sacks. So I actually returned that blush and I ended up getting a new one, but that hasn't come in yet. So I'm using a different cream blush. This is going to be a more natural glowy look. So let's go. I was watching more reviews on the Rare Beauty foundation and I know a lot of people liked it, but I did hear from people and some of my friends that the foundation was a little bit lifty and it would also stick to some dry patches on the skin. And when I tried the foundation again the other day, I noticed that, but then when I tried it again a different day doing a different method, I didn't notice it. So I realized there's a method that works best with this foundation. And the first thing is a hydrating primer. I think hydration is the key to making everything in this whole line work, just because it's all about like that dewy natural look anyway. So the focus is definitely on hydration. So I put on a hydrating primer, my always go-to HYDRATOUCH NYX. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the 4-in-1 Always an Optimist Miss spray. And that will be your first initial burst of hydration. Then we can go in with the foundation. I live in Northern California, so our city is heavily affected by the fires right now, as in like there's a lot of smoke and there's a lot of ash and dust, and just outside it's like the sky's never clear. It's always this like kind of dusty. Also, I don't know if I don't know if it was the lighting, but this foundation, I'm telling you, it's really not as yellow as it looks like on the camera. It is definitely yellower than other foundations that I have. Promise you. Oh, fudge, I forgot to do the method again. Another thing I saw people have problems with was the Luminizer and how it like would make your foundation patchy. So one thing I did the other day was actually put the Luminizer underneath my foundation. I mother freaking forgot on this side, so maybe I'll show you on this side how it looks, but I'll probably also apply it on top as well. Then I'm gonna take the Luminizer, and this, I've done this before and I see Jackie Aina do it all the time. Because this foundation, although it is pretty good coverage, it's still on the sheerier side, so you definitely can see it come through a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, it's actually not best to stamp it, it's best to brush it. And that will leave you with less of a patchy finish. So I'm gonna go ahead. And this is going underneath my foundation anyway, so it's okay if it looks kind of messy, you know what I'm saying? It'll also look less metallic. Why am I so red? Is it because I'm hot? Boom, baby. Got that luminosity underneath your foundation. I don't have it on underneath here. I really do like this underneath. I think I like it underneath more than I do on top. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's a little more pinky. I don't know. Okay, I could be making it up. Could be placebo, but I like it underneath. I don't know if you can tell a difference. I think I can. Also, again, my lighting situation is not that great, so I can't tell. If you still feel like you're getting patchiness with this foundation, or with any foundation in general, you can always spray during your foundation. Even spray it on your sponge. Beep. And just, you gotta manipulate it, you know? You gotta make it work for you. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of highlighting. I would say this is a step up. I would say this is 2 steps up from my everyday, but this is definitely, this range is definitely more towards the more natural, easy, glowy, everyday, you know? Like if you did this every day, nobody would be angry. And it's not too much. And there's so many steps you don't have to do, but I'm just doing it because I like to do it, you know what I'm saying? I know I've talked about the sponge so many times, but it's just so good. This has become one of my favorite blushes. Definitely my favorite cream blush, maybe. Okay, I don't know if the Glossier counts as cream or liquid. It's like a mix of both because it's like juicy, you know? This Tower 28 blush is so good. I love the color. I love the payoff. I love just the texture of it. So I have the Fenty cream blush as well. The Fenty cream one is really nice, but it has shimmer to it. And this one is just a little bit more easier to work with. They have really nice like tinted cream products. And I'm gonna actually use what is this? A brush and stamp it on. I used to never use brushes with cream products because I thought that makes no sense. You're gonna get bristle strokes. But no, when you do it well, you won't get you won't have that problem. That's the thing with this blush, you don't get patchiness. Like that's why I love this blush so much. Because I'm not wearing bronzer today, I'm kind of gonna go a little bit heavy. Okay, I went a little too heavy, but it's okay. See, and I'm not rushed. I could do this all day and it'll still be there because it's not like, man, that other blush, oh, butt sacks, was not right. Was not right, not right, not right. I was like, wow, am I the problem? And I might have been the problem. Boom, baby, boom. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? And it has just a nice, like, balminess to it that makes it so easy to use. I highly recommend this blush. Tower 28 Magic Hour, and it's Asian women owned. The only thing though with this blush is I noticed when I do put on powder, like even if it's translucent, the color goes down a lot. And I don't know why, maybe it's because it's mattifying, I don't know. So I may not apply powder today, but this is the blush. It really just brings out, I realize I have kind of on cheekbones. They're kind of bloop right there. So a bit of an emphasis, but I don't mind. So I'm gonna just stamp my sponge just to make sure we've got a good blend. And then now I'm gonna go ahead back in with the luminizer. Honestly, I think you could skip the step if you're doing the luminizer underneath, but I just wanna show, you know, how to get some good use out of this. I did really like it the first time I applied it, but I think because I was so sweaty in that Rare Beauty review, everything was melting all together and I was like, wow. But then on a normal day when I'm not sweating so much, which is honestly rare, I sweat all the time, everywhere. I think the sweat really had a lot to do with it, but I have my fan on today, so I'm not as sweaty. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the highlighter, brush it out on my brush for an even application, and then just swoosh it lightly, ever so lightly on the high points of my cheek. And it's gonna give you less of that metallic-y look and more of like the, oh, sheen. This is what I'm talking about right here. I'm all about less patchy. I want a nice base. I want my base to look perfect as you can get it. And there are definitely ways you can do it even without like perfectly canvassed skin. Although I know I have genetically good skin, so thank you, Lord. But just because you don't have it doesn't mean you can't get a nice flawless look. Right here. Wow. I never use brushes for cream products. I thought only that was for famous people, but I'm not famous and I'm doing it. And then brush it a little bit on my nose, whatever is left on there, you know? Nothing too intense today. Here we go. Nice little glossy finish. Sweaty or not? You tell me. Not. I'm not sweaty. I just feel so nervous. I never not powder, but it looks so good. You know what? I'm gonna powder because I can't not. It feels very strange to me. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Bakerie powder and just hit the places like my chin, right here, my nose area, a little bit, my forehead, a tad hair, and just a little tiny bit on my under eyes. Just a smidgen. Oh, and my eyes a little bit. That's it. I want to keep most of the luminosity that I'm getting from all these great products. Now, once I'm done with that, I'm gonna give myself another spray with this. And this will bring back the dew that I may have taken out with my powder. This smell is so, like I've smelled it before in Korea, I think. At a sauna, I swear. Okay, so now we have our face done. Boom. Quick and easy, right? No bronzer. You can. That's the thing is you can add more and then you're just going steps away from the everyday look. But I'm trying to stay within the boundaries. So I'm going to do my brows off camera because it's so boring and I need a hexa concentrate. But just want to let you know I'll be using my same combo as I always do. Drawing eyebrow from Etude House. Quick Draw 2-in-1 Brow Gel from the Lip Bar. Okay, back with my brows filled. Eyeshadow here I feel like is not necessary, but okay, since I said this was 2 steps away from every day, I feel like more it's like 1.5. This is what I would do every day. The highlighter I would not do. That's probably the only thing I wouldn't do. And I wouldn't do concealer. And I wouldn't do foundation. I just do concealer. So never mind, you're right. It's like a 1.5 to 2 steps. And eyeshadow I probably wouldn't do if we're at the basic finish starting line of this, but we're 1.5 steps in. So I'm gonna do just a slight easy eye, and I'm going in with the Wake Make Mood Styler palette because I don't want a lot of intense pigment. Oh, I didn't contour my nose. Okay, contouring your nose, that's like 2.5 steps. I won't do it. So I'm just taking this nice warm brownish orange shade, and just gonna swipe it all over my eye. It's crazy. I used to never put shadow under because I was like, oh, my eyes are like, they're quite small and I feel like it's not gonna look that good. But then once I started doing it, I can't motherfucking stop. Shimmer or not? To shine or not to shine? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do the tiniest pit-a-pat-pat. Now we're going into 2-step territory. I'm gonna take this shade at the bottom and just lightly pat it kind of all around my lid. Nothing too precise, you know. I just want like a little bit of a fairy dust. That's it. That's literally it. Like you can barely see it. Bring it in closer. You can do more here, but I will refrain. Eyeliner, I think, is 1.5 steps. When I'm going bare naked, I'm not doing eyeliner. Today, I shall indulge. This is the Cocoa Lacquer from Marc Jacobs, my favorite. As you guys may already know, my eyes are slightly different shapes. This is about the best I can do without making it any more. Do my favorite mascara I've ever seen in my entire life. I know I used to talk about the Hera mascara, and I know I was like, that is the best thing I've ever used. That's because I've never used this before. Vanilla Co Curly Studio All Day Rise Mascara Curly and Long has changed me for the better. Changed me, changed me, changed me. See, look at the difference. Huge. If this ain't a testimonial to this mascara, I do not know what is. The only unfortunate thing is it's impossible to get this mascara unless you live in Korea or you want to order on Vanilla Co.'s website, which I just don't like ordering stuff from like a bunch of different websites. I have no bottom lashes. I'm always so jealous of people with bottom lashes because it's so pretty, but I just brushed this along just in case there's something down there. Okay, so last final step is the lips. I'm gonna apply a little bit of lip balm because my lips feel kind of dry. I'm gonna go in with Thankful from Rare Beauty, the lip balm. Such a pretty color. It's browner than you would think it would be, but it's actually quite close to my lip color. And if you wanted to spray yourself one more time, you could. Not going to. I'm gonna take out my hair because I just like to have my hair out of my face when I'm doing my makeup, but when it's all done, I like to have it down. So this is the final look. Let me just come in a little closer. You can see much more of an even blend with the blush, the luminizer, my foundation much less patchy than it was before. If you look really up close, you can actually still see like my skin. I have these sunspots and I got hexa moles. I never noticed my moles, so I always get so shocked when I see them because I didn't know that they existed. Just quick, easy eyes, just a nice gliding lip balm, a great glowy, more natural everyday look. I really do like this look. I think it's so wearable, even though there's nowhere to go. Just like looking good around the house, doing my work. So yeah, this is the final look. I feel more nervous now that potentially for people, because you know, before it was mostly my circle of friends watching my stuff, but now I feel like it's a little bit more people, so I'm a little bit more nervous, but it's okay. Sorry if I'm not as funny as you thought I'd be. I was on a high in that other video. I don't know what I was on. I was so excited. That's why I'm so excited, but like, you know, it's a little different. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. What is this? Glowy, more natural, 1.5 steps away from every day, although for some people this could be an everyday. I think I definitely got a better handle on how to use the Rare Beauty products, because the first time I was just like, yeah, but now I'm like, okay, this is how you do it. Like, this is how you can use it in your routine. As I always say, be nice to your parents if you can. Wear a mask. Not if you can, wear one, period. I forgot to say, oh, I have an announcement to make. I have an announcement. I decided I'm gonna post on Saturdays now. It's just works better for me because I am still working. Working Uman. It's just easier for me to post on Saturdays. See you on Saturdays from now on.